Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We will go on the record in the matters 26-2024, State of Wisconsin versus Rhonda Diver, 26 CF32, and 26 TR 207. We're set here today in these matters for an extradition hearing and initial appearances. We do have appearing by video conferencing Ms. Diver in custody in Burnett County. We have her counsel, Joel Feliski, in person. We have the state through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt. Ms. Diver, I want to thank you for the apology letter that you wrote me. That was very nice to hear. So I'm guessing you were not in your correct state of mind on that day when we initially tried to have that extradition hearing?
Yes.
And so you seem much better today. You seem smiley and happy and know what's going on. And so I'm going to guess that in your normal course, you wouldn't have like F-bombed the court.
No, I wouldn't have.
And I'm going to tell you, after we were done, I was like, wow, that was the first. I mean, I've been F-bombed before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the job. But honestly, that was the first time I've been F-bombed on an extradition hearing where you said you wanted to be extradited.
I'm sorry.
Your letter to the court was very heartfelt, and it did let me know that at that time you were coming down from a substance, and you really, truly, you had no idea what was going on at that time.
No, I didn't.
All right. So, Ms. Diver, I accept your apology.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I did say I was going to hold you in contempt, but I didn't have the opportunity as you were exiting. And so I'm vacating any of that statement. So thank you. All right. So we are here for two things. First, we're going to do the initial appearance and the intake and the other matters because, Ms. Diver, I do see that from whatever happened and why you were in custody did result in new charges. And when I was looking at your thank you letter, and then I pulled you up, I saw that you were issued new charges, but the initial appearance wasn't set until June 10th. And I'm like, yeah, let's take care of this now so we can get you moving. We can get you figuring some things out. Mr. Feliski was appointed to your case. So we're able to do that, Mr. Feliski?
Yes, Your Honor. I did go over the complaint with her. She's received a copy, and I believe she understands the charges here and the maximum penalties. We'll waive formal reading to the misdemeanor counts, enter in pleas of not guilty, and would ask for a preliminary hearing.
Before we dive in, just a quick note. This commentary is created for educational purposes, designed to help those who may be confused or curious about courtroom processes. If you don't find it helpful, feel free to skip ahead. But for those who want a deeper understanding, stay tuned, it's about to get intense. At this point, the case takes a serious turn. The court is dealing with new charges, a felony preliminary hearing, and an extradition issue involving Minnesota. The judge is trying to move the case forward while also figuring out whether Ms. Diver can reliably communicate with her attorney and appear in court.
Outside of time limits for the felony.
All right. Not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf as it relates to the misdemeanor. With regards to the felony, we'll get a preliminary hearing set in just a minute. Are you still at 63655 Badger Road?
Yes.
And I have a telephone number ending in 5764. Is that your number?
No, I don't have a number.
Do you have a number of someone that you trust or someone that can get a hold of you or someone, some telephone number that we could use to access you if we need to, or your attorney can?
Not right now.
Okay. Does anyone live with you at that Badger Road address?
Not but a phone that I can use, no.
Okay. All right. It's pretty important that you think of somebody, if you're not going to get a telephone, that you think of somebody who has a phone that would be able to get in contact with you. Because
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you, if Mr. Feliski's not able to talk to you and you don't come to court, I'll issue I'll issue a warrant, and you'll need to either be extradited back here from Minnesota or you'll be sitting here. We need to know, we need to have contact with you. The state your attorney needs to have contact with you, just so we can keep these matters moving. And I'm sure you want to get them resolved as quickly as we practically can. So
Right.
just think about that and somehow communicate with Mr. Feliski, so that he can contact you.
Okay.
Okay, so now, do you know what's going on in Minnesota and why they want you? It said that you missed some kind of hearing, and I'm not sure if it's a probation hearing or something. I don't recall off the top of my head.
No, I just know that I had court, I think it was in March or something, but my Zoom papers got thrown or misplaced and I didn't have a phone to use Zoom and I didn't have any way to contact my attorney or nothing, so I don't even know what's going on over there.
Okay, is that a case? Is it just starting? Did you enter a plea?
No, we was having a hearing because my case got continued and then I caught new charges over there, so and that's the beginning of them, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Diver, do they involve substances?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to gauge the seriousness, because I know Minnesota, for certain misdemeanors, you can still extradite. So are you aware of what's going on in Minnesota?
I am not personally, Your Honor. I did, shouldn't speak too soon. I will do a very brief look over the court calendar. I did not recall seeing what specific cases she was getting extradited for.
Well, I will pull up the paperwork, see what it exactly says. It just says a review hearing, so that's why. It's for traffic, operating motor vehicle while under the influence of a controlled substance. That's what it says.
Does it list a case number?
58-CR-24-667.
Found it. It's Pine County. It's a 2024 case. DWI and DWI RCS.
And it's not resolved.
I'm scrolling down to see where they're at. Doing a lot of chemical abuse stuff.
And Ms. Diver, I do have, there's multiple telephone numbers listed here as if they have some connection to you. A 320-385-0652. Is that any connection to you?
No.
What about 320-279-7265?
No.
No. Okay.
She has entered a plea. She entered it. I don't know if she's been sentenced. She entered it in like February of 25, and they've been doing lots of chemical dependency, but I don't see a sentence. So I think Minnesota is just doing something weird.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Diver, is your attorney said that you're not looking at having this within time limits, within a short frame. You're okay to extend them out a bit, so that you can figure out what's going on in Minnesota. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to give you leeway, and you're going to go over to Minnesota. I will allow you to be voluntarily extradited, and I'm going to set your preliminary hearing. We don't have a telephone number for you, so that makes it difficult. And you said that you've had difficulty connecting to Zoom, regardless of if your papers didn't get thrown away or misplaced or whatever in Minnesota, because you didn't have a telephone, you couldn't connect to Zoom, etc. I'm just warning you right now that if you're not here in court, or you don't ask to appear by Zoom, by video, or at least by telephone for the hearing, then a warrant will be issued. And quite honestly, I need to assure your appearance for court. And I'm going to be very honest with you right now that what's going on in Minnesota, it being an old case, and you not being able to appear for court there, and these kinds of things, it doesn't give me assurance that you're going to appear, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you right now because I want you to get the chance to figure out Minnesota and then come back here and figure these out and get them resolved, so that you can move on with your life and, do bigger and better things. So I'm just giving you that warning about that warrant. Because I'm not a signature bond kind of girl here, okay? I'm not that, and I just don't go, okay, I'm gonna appear for court, judge, please let it be a signature bond. There has to be a good assurance that you're going to come to court for me to do that, all right?
Okay.
What about April 21st at 1?
I am in Sawyer at that time for a hearing.
May 6th at 3?
Unfortunately, I will be, if I was allowed to appear remotely,
Well, I'm gonna guess that Ms. Diver may try and find an ability to appear by Zoom. And if so, if Ms. Diver's okay with it, I'm okay with it. It is a preliminary hearing, Mr. Felisky, so you know that it is an in-person hearing unless Ms. Diver is okay with video, and she must stipulate to identity, or it must be a waiver. So just talk to her about those things. I'd super duper appreciate it if you talk to her before she is extradited.
I can talk to her today, Your Honor.
Excellent. All right. So 3 o'clock video conferencing is approved unless Ms. Diver says, you know what, I want to be there in person. And if we have to be there in person, then we'll figure out a different day. Okay. All right. Ms. Diver, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, so you have the right to, well, the Pine County of state of Minnesota is asking for you to be extradited back there to face charges, those charges that were just talked about a little bit on the record. You have the right to say, you know what, Judge, I want them to prove that they have the right to have jurisdiction and authority over me in this case. So I'm willing to sit here until they can do that and have the governors of both of the states decide who has authority and jurisdiction, okay? Or you have the right to say, you know what, Judge, I'm okay with that, and I will voluntarily waive my right to a formal extradition hearing, and I will allow myself to be extradited to the state of Minnesota. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to an attorney. You have Mr. Felisky. You have the right to ask questions about this matter, and you have the right to essentially fight an extradition. And you understand those rights?
Yes.
I have in front of me these affidavits, and it appears that this is your signature. It's an affidavit to voluntarily waive your right to a formal extradition. Do you wish to waive your right to a formal extradition?
Yes.
And you wish to voluntarily be extradited to the state of Minnesota?
Yes.
All right. So I will sign these affidavits. You will be voluntarily extradited to the state of Minnesota. Please remember your hearing on May 6th at 3 o'clock. Again, video conferencing and or telephone, Mr. Felisky, whatever's easiest, if that's what she wishes to do, is approved. But again, warning, if you don't appear for that hearing, either in person or by video, and don't be late, you got to be at least 5 minutes early, don't be late, I will issue a warrant. This is an extraditable offense. That means we can extradite you from the state of Minnesota over here. And then I'm going to be straight up honest with you. It's going to be cash as a bail. Okay?
Yes.
Because all I'm looking for is accountability and being responsible and coming to your court dates, especially with the ability to appear by video or telephone. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll see you on May 6th. Mr. Felisky will be up to speak with you.
So, the court ultimately accepted Ms. Diver's voluntary waiver of a formal extradition hearing and approved her voluntary extradition to Minnesota. At the same time, the judge made accountability the priority, warning that missing the May 6th hearing could result in a warrant and cash bail. The court also approved video or telephone appearance, giving her a practical way to stay connected despite her previous communication problems. The key takeaway is simple: the court offered flexibility, but that flexibility came with a clear expectation: show up and stay in contact. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.